What was your name again, sorry?
Greg Adams.
Greg Adams. And what was your position that you hold?
Well, I'm retired.
Okay.
I worked a lot in research and development with JDI Irving for quite a long time.
Okay, beautiful. You seem to be quite concerned about global warming. Are we talking about the traditional global warming that we're seeing unfold on mainstream media regarding flooding, fires, things of the such?
The climate has always changed. If you look, there's a lot of paleoecology work that shows even 3,000 years ago in this area, it was quite a lot different forest, and it was about the climate. It was actually a warmer place.
Yeah.
So you know the climate is going to change regardless, and it's really about what actions can you take to put yourself a little bit more well adapted to change.
Yeah.
And most of it's consistent with just good forestry today.
Yeah, not too sure if you're familiar with what took place back in 2011 when Dorothy Shepherd actually lobbied for the government to present 20% more Crown land to be presented to the forestry sector, to be allocated, which was passed back in 2014. So from 2014 to 2019, we actually cut 100% more Crown land than what we would have naturally cut back in the day. Also, presumably, also applied more silviculture to the environment, which means that within that 5-year span, we actually cut 100% more Crown land. Started to notice that there was more intense flooding taking place throughout the province, right? Which a lot of the mainstream media and people tried to play off as if it was climate change, as you are concerned of, but completely disregarded how deforestation may be playing into these situations, right? Also, there's a pest out there that you guys have been really concerned about, which is hardwood, right? And which is why you guys spray so heavily your silviculture practices, right? Notably, hardwood and broadleaf species actually help keep humidity within the forest, right? The canopies keep the sunlight out, and when we experience things like forest fires, it's these hardwoods that actually stop the forest fires from spreading, right? But the issue with the practices from JDI Irving is that you guys completely eradicate these barriers, these buffers, right? And then you plant monoculture conifer forests, which again, you guys are concerned about climate change. So that would be another practice in forestry that we should maybe be concerned of. Now, also in 2019, we actually noticed this mysterious blue-green algae forming throughout the province, which again, we try to blame climate change. So with the blue-green algae, climate change, not too sure if you're aware of this or not, but the blue-green algae is actually fed and nourished by phosphorus, right? Phosphorus being a part of that.
Is this a lecture or a question?
It's a little bit of column A. It's a little bit of column A. It's a little bit of column B. So I'm just interested in the effects of climate change and how your company is going to play a role in doing better.
Well, I think what I've talked about tonight is trying to emphasize that it's a landscape scale that we're dealing with, and obviously some forest types are in some places, and pollen hardwood, it should maintain that. And others could be different types, could be softwood, but you got to look at the entire landscape picture to understand really what the landscape is and what are the most appropriate ways of dealing with it. And that's basically what my theme is tonight.